Morning, welcome back to the Home Life with Rebecca. It's Thursday morning, and yesterday I was so sick. I'm just sitting in my bathroom. I just finished getting ready for the day. I have about 5 minutes before I gotta wake Kennedy up. It's her last day of summer school. So I need to get her ready and out the door. But I know most of my subscribers on here are also subscribers of Coffee with Kate, and she just posted this video last Friday. I still haven't watched the whole thing, but I watched enough to know that she had been sick, and she was talking about how her kids were so great taking care of her and making sure she got what she needed, and just how wonderful that was that, you know, her boys were doing that for her. And I was thinking, like, that's so sweet, I wonder, my kids aren't typically like that. And then wouldn't you know, Tuesday afternoon I started to feel kind of weird, and I just thought maybe I had allergies or something. And then by Tuesday night I was like, yeah, my body started to ache, and I just felt like I wasn't feeling well and that I might be getting sick. So I went to bed pretty early, and then yesterday morning I woke up and it was like I almost felt like when I had COVID. Like my body just did not want to get out of bed, and I know I'm sick when I have to tell myself things like, okay, just get up and get to the bathroom, go to the bathroom, put your shorts on, brush your teeth. Like when I have to start telling myself in my head like simple steps like to get to the next task, I know I'm sick, because it's like I've got to force my brain to get from one thing to the other, and then I'll tell myself, okay, after I get this done, then you can lay down. So it was like this whole just get Kennedy on the bus yesterday, and then you can lay down, and then lay down for an hour, and then get Allison to work, and then you come back and lay down. Like I was sick, like my lips are all cracked. I never took my temperature yesterday, but it had to have been pretty high, because every time I have fevers, I get really bad nightmares and my lips will crack really bad. So I was out yesterday, and my husband, the week before the 4th of July is always his longest weeks at work, because he delivers for Coca-Cola, and every gas station and supermarket is ordering a ton of like soda. So he didn't even get home last night till almost 6 o'clock. It was bad yesterday. So I had, all the kids home minus Allie, who was at work. She didn't get home till like 7, I think. But, plus I have my niece here, and they were supposed to do a lemonade stand, and obviously they couldn't do that without my help. And my kids did not take care of me. They brought me water if I cried for it, and I'm not saying they're bad, like they don't love me. They're just, that's not their mindset, and is basically like, get mom this so that we can go back to doing whatever we want. Basically, my kids were like, oh, sorry, my husband was calling me. I was just saying my kids did not take care of me yesterday. Like I was crying for them to bring me water, and they're like, oh, mom's sick, we're just gonna do whatever we want to do. And my husband came home late, and I think he just ended up getting like take and bake pizzas or something for dinner. But my kitchen is destroyed. The basement where all the kids were sleeping, because it's so hot in the house, there are string cheese wrappers and half-drunk water bottles, which now I know we don't have any water bottles in the garage from when my in-laws and stuff were here. So the water bottles we do have are emergency water bottles that are in our utility room, which means they're going in there to get water bottles. And there's like plastic bowls with like hot sauce in them. I don't even know what they were doing last night. There was slime everywhere. It's a wreck. So I still don't feel 100% this morning, but I'm not going to clean it up. So I'm going to get Kennedy ready for school, and I'm going to wake them up, and they need to get busy. But I was like, man, Coffee with Kate's kids like took care of her, and my kids basically took advantage of me. But I don't lie to you guys on this channel, and I have 6 kids. There was 8 kids here last night because we have 2 extra kids, my niece and then Tiffany's friend, who's practically lives here, and they all could have helped, and nobody lifted a finger to help me yesterday. And it kind of bums me out that I don't feel like I raised them that to be that way. So I don't know. It's a little disappointing, to say the least. Hi guys, it's about a week later since I made that last short video of me saying how I got sick and my kids didn't help. So that whole day I ended up back in bed. I ended up testing positive for COVID. We had some home tests. I had a feeling, so I gave myself one, and it was very much positive. So if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you probably already knew that, but that is where I have been. I have been sick. I apologize for the background noise. It's our fan running. I have to have a fan on here because otherwise it's over 80 degrees in my bedroom because we don't have central air. So that is the noise you are hearing. Anyway, I wasn't as sick as the last time I had COVID, and I'm not trying to get controversial or anything on here. Everybody does their own thing. I did get the vaccine, so I don't know if that's why it didn't hit me as hard, but it still hit me pretty hard. That first day I was, like I said, in bed. Kids didn't help. The second day I was able to get out of bed. I wrote a big old list of chores for the kids to do, and I turned off the internet, and I was like, all of this stuff needs to be done before I will turn the internet back on. And they were better after that. So I was up, but I feel like I had to sit down a lot. Like I would try to do something and then I would have to rest. So we're a week later since I tested myself, and my energy is still really low. I lost my voice completely. Like I couldn't talk at all. Like I was having to write things or text my husband, and it was ridiculous. That didn't happen last time I had COVID. But I just was very low on energy. Like I couldn't overexert myself. Like even like walking into the kitchen and like washing a few dishes, or I tried to like sweep the floor, and I would just feel very like exhausted afterwards. So it's been a lot of rest. We didn't do anything for the 4th of July. We were supposed to go down to the falls by where we live. They put on a huge fireworks show. We've been here. This is our 4th summer, and we've still never seen that fireworks show. The last 3 years we had family, and then I felt like Kennedy would been too much for Kennedy, so we were supposed to go this year with friends, and I had to cancel because I didn't feel good still yesterday, and I knew Adam had to get up for work this morning at 3:30, and my older kids went and they didn't even get home till after 12:30 because the traffic was so bad. So I think even if I hadn't been sick, I don't think it would have worked out just because of Adam's work schedule. We bought some fireworks. We lit them off in the driveway last night, so that was okay. We barbecued hamburgers and hot dogs. I got watermelon and pineapple, and we cut that up and just had chips. Yesterday was the first day my taste kind of went back to normal. For like 4 days, everything tasted like dish soap, which was torture. That happened to me before when I had COVID. Everything tasted like dish soap, but I think because I was so sick and like stuck in bed, and I ended up having to have an IV last time I had COVID, it didn't bother me as much. But this time, because I was up and down, I had an appetite, and so I would like try to eat something or even drink water, and I would like gag because it just felt like when your kids don't, like if you have kids and they wash the dishes and maybe they don't rinse the soap off good enough, that's what everything was tasting like to me, except for like Cool Ranch Doritos. I think because it's probably because it's fake food and it has so much of that spice on it that I was able to taste, I was keeping stuff down, but it was just hard to not like have a gag reflex with everything. I could chew on ice, which was okay, and certain flavors of Powerades, like the blue Powerade and the red Powerade, I could tolerate. The white one, I couldn't tolerate. The yellow one, I couldn't tolerate. So I still was drinking, and I mean, I wasn't eating much, but I made up for it yesterday. Now things just kind of taste like when you have a regular cold. But I found it interesting. I'm not the only person that's had that problem. And some other people were saying that they would smell like cigarettes burning, and I had that problem too, where like you would smell like poop. Like sometimes they'd be like, are the kids, like older kids, smoking cigarettes downstairs? And we did have a problem with them vaping, but that's a totally different smell. But no, I like smell like actual cigarettes. And some other people were writing that they would smell like burning too, or like dog poop, or whatnot. Because I would sometimes think like the cats or the dog poop in my bedroom, and I think it's just something with COVID. It's very strange. I don't know. They're probably still researching things like that, but I didn't lose taste or smell. Everything tastes like dish soap. So I'm finally feeling a whole lot better today. Like I said, my voice is coming back. I'm sorry I wasn't able to post. I didn't answer any comments. I did on one of the last videos. Somebody asked me, I can't remember who, I'm sorry, I'll have to go back and look, about how I got up to 6 miles a day was hard for me, like the walking part. What I meant by that is because I have the step tracker, by the end of the day it's been totaling up between 5 and 6 miles. I'm not actually out there walking at the park 6 miles. There are times when I have done that. Like sometimes if I have a really good day, I'll walk 3 miles in the morning and then try to do 3 miles at evening. But most of the time when I'm walking like 4 or 5 times around the park, I'm getting like 3.5, maybe 4 miles. But then throughout the rest of the day, even if I'm not going on an evening walk, just counting my steps is averaging out to that. And I've always been a walker. Even at my heaviest, I would walk a lot, so it's never been hard for me, I guess. I used to jog. That was a very, very long time ago. But at one point I was up to 8 miles, and that was actually just jogging. Like I jog 8 miles a day after work. I was very, very toned. I can't jog anymore. It hurts my knees, I think, because I probably have arthritis. But I don't know if it was ever like hard for me. I guess when I have lapses and I start to try to power walk, I guess it takes a couple days to get my breathing right, if that makes sense. But I mean, that's really the only exercise I really do. I've been slacking on my yoga. I feel like ever since we got Cooper, I really haven't done yoga. I just haven't found a balance because he gets up so early, and if I've tried, and he just, like a little kid, he's all under me and on top of me and licking me, and I put him in his crate, he cries. I've tried to do it in my room, and I can do just more very gentle yoga in my room, but like to do like power strength yoga, which is probably what I need for my core and like my arm flab and stuff, because it's worked for me before. There's not enough space in here to like stretch out, so I'm not really sure what to do about that right now. I can't stand hearing him cry when I'm that close, because where I have space is in my living room. So I don't know, I'll figure it out. But I do need to start doing some strength training. I think it would even be good for the issues I'm having with like my arthritis and all that crap. With that being said though, because I had COVID, whatever was wrong with my rotary cuff or whatever that thing is called, feels a whole lot better, because I was forced to rest and really not do anything. So I am not having the issues at night anymore with my arm. So there was a silver lining with COVID with that. My arm feels a lot better. My hands feel a lot better. I think just because, it's so bright. The sun's like, no, that's worse. I think because I was resting so much. So that was the silver lining with having COVID again. Since my niece has been here, it was a week. It'll be 2 weeks on Saturday, and sadly she's leaving on Saturday. Her dad is coming to pick her up. He'll be here Thursday night, and they're leaving Saturday night, I think. But since she's been here, I've taken small clips of videos of things that they have done. The Friday she got here, they had a fireworks show at the park. The real estate companies around here did a thank you event for everybody that bought houses. So they put on like this huge like bounce house and food trucks and fireworks show. So I got some clips of that. And then on July 3rd, Parker had a couple friends over here, and Adam barbecued some like carne asada. So we had tacos. I couldn't taste them very well. They tasted like dish soap. I was very upset because I love carne asada tacos. We were supposed to have a huge barbecue with like some people from Adam's work and some of my friends, but we canceled it obviously because we have COVID. The only one that came over was Adam's friend that he was just like, I don't know, he doesn't care that we have COVID or that I had COVID. He was here. Parker's brought a couple friends over they were here for like half an hour. They played some cornhole and ate, and then they left. But then we walked over just to the park where I walk in the field, and we just laid out some blankets and we watched the Ammon fireworks show. So then yesterday was actually July 4th. We didn't go to the parade or anything like that. We did take the kids to frozen yogurt. It had been 5 days, so I felt like I wasn't contagious, so I did go to Orange Leaf. They had a thing, if you came, they were only open from like 1 to 5, and if you came in during those times, it was 50% off of your order, which is fantastic because frozen yogurt places, in my opinion, they're so good, but they're kind of, because they go by the weight, you end up paying so much money. So I'm usually only able to take like 1 or 2 kids at a time for like birthdays or if I have a coupon. And I was afraid that it was going to be like really crowded, but the lady was telling me that they only sent that text to the people that had the Orange Leaf app on their phone, which was nice because it wasn't that crowded. And so we were able to treat everybody, including me and Adam, except for my son Parker. He wasn't home. He left with friends. So, but it was good. Everybody got to have a frozen yogurt treat for the 4th of July. And then we came home, and like I said, Adam did hamburgers and hot dogs. And by yesterday, my taste buds were a whole lot better. Nothing tasted like dish soap. It just tasted like when you have like a regular cold. And then again, like I said, homemade fireworks. So I got a couple videos of things like that. I'm not going to put them on this one. What I'm going to do, I'm not even sure if I'm going to post it or if I'm just going to maybe put it on the Instagram Reels or something. I'm not sure how many of you guys even like seeing the videos where it's just music and it's my family. Let me know if you guys like that kind of thing. I probably will. I'm just going to tell you, I probably will post it. I'm not offended if you don't watch it. I like having those because my kids do like to go back, and those are their favorite ones to watch because they're memories. But I thought I would just take all those little clips and make a little video with that, with music. We might go to Rexburg Rapids this Friday when my brother-in-law's here. I don't know if we're going to do that or the zoo. We're going to try to do something before my niece lives. I feel really bad that I was sick the whole week she was here, so they only went swimming once because the pool was closed for maintenance. So she only got to do 1 swimming session. I don't know if they're going to go over there today or not. I'll have to give her like $4 if she wants to go over there because she doesn't have a pass. We were going to buy her a pass because she was supposed to be here longer, but then the pool is closed and it wouldn't be worth the $75 now. But that is what has been happening. So I'm sorry I haven't posted. I'm sorry I haven't replied to anybody's comments. That sun is so bright. All the kids are still asleep. They slept on the trampoline. Well, Kennedy, Allie, and Parker didn't, but the other kids did, so they're still out there. I did go walk today. I went with my friend and her dog. She has an older dog, and he walks really, really slow. This dog walks so slow. So I just met her out there because that would force me to walk slower and not try to overdo it. But I was like, I need to get a little bit of very mild exercise in, so I did do that. But I'm going to end this because the sun is getting crazy. Oh my God, now you're really seeing my arm flap. This is why I need to do yoga. All right, I'm just going to end it. I'm going to go make myself a green smoothie and work on editing some of the other video that the kids are in. And the next time I see you guys where I'm talking, I will show you our garden. It's looking good. Our wildflowers I was out there right now and I saw a couple little flowers starting to sprout, so that's it's going to be so pretty, really pretty. The wildflowers that were behind the purple fence, I think it's mostly weeds back there. I think the soil is just so clay-like. I don't know. We probably should have laid some what do you call it, like fertilizer, the goods like you buy at the store, like we did with the garden box. I can't think. We should have probably put a bunch of bags of that out there, because I think it's just weeds that are growing out there. I don't think anything's working back there, except some sunflowers are coming up, so it'll still be pretty though. All right, I am going to get going. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July, a safe 4th of July, and I will talk to you guys next time. Chicken tendies. Bye.